Hermes, the cunning patron of Thieves in ancient Greek mythology. One of the 12 Olympians, he is the swift-footed son of Zeus and Maia. But Hermes is far more than just the god's fleet-footed messenger with his winged caduceus. He's a charming trickster, the protector of merchants, shepherds, and travelers, and the only one who can move freely between realms, even guiding souls to the shadowy gates of Hades. From the moment he escaped his cradle to steal Apollo's cattle, Hermes revealed a genius for mischief like no other. Whether appearing in the tales of Perseus, Heracles, or Odysseus, he never fails to surprise us with his wit, versatility, and endless charm. In today's deep dive, we'll uncover the magical life, mysterious exploits, and colorful romances of Hermes, the playful trickster who embodies intelligence, strategy, and the wild freedom of a wandering soul. In Greek mythology, Hermes, known to the Romans as Mercury, is a remarkably versatile figure. He is the trickster and thief, the swift messenger of Mount Olympus, and the protector of merchants, shepherds, and athletes. He also serves as the guide who escorts souls to the realm beyond. One of the youngest among the 12 Olympians, Hermes is the son of Zeus and Maia. His mother, Maia, is the eldest of the 7 sisters, the Pleiades, daughters of the great Titan Atlas. Atlas, Hermes' grandfather, was condemned to bear the weight of the heavens on his shoulders, while Hermes' grandmother, Pleione, gave birth to the celestial sisters that grace the night sky. Hermes was born on Mount Cyllene in Arcadia. His story is told in one of the Homeric hymns dedicated to him. His mother, Maia, carried him in secret after a hidden union with Zeus. As if she already sensed his natural talent for mischief, Maia wrapped her newborn tightly in a blanket. But the moment she drifted into sleep, the infant Hermes slipped away. Barely hours old, he wandered the land, already mastering every path and hidden trail, as if no road or secret passage could ever escape his eyes. Hermes then made his way to Thessaly, where Apollo was tending his cattle. Spotting a fine herd grazing peacefully with no one watching over them, the mischievous boy instantly had an idea. Seizing the moment, he stole 12 cows, 100 calves, and a mighty bull. But stealing was only half the job, the real challenge was getting away unnoticed. To cover his tracks, Hermes tied bushy branches to each cow's tail, sweeping away their hoofprints like a natural broom. In another version of the tale, he went even further, strapping wooden sandals to their feet and pulling them backward by the tail, leaving misleading trails to confuse any pursuers. Young though he was, his trick worked brilliantly. The theft went smoothly, until an old man named Batos happened to see him. Thinking quickly, Hermes sweet-talked the man, offering him 1 cow in exchange for silence. But after walking a bit further, Hermes grew uneasy. He returned, now in disguise, and asked Batos if he had seen a boy leading a herd of cattle. Promising him 2 more cows, a male and a female, if he spoke the truth, the old man couldn't resist. He revealed everything. At that moment, Hermes shed his disguise, revealed his true form, and, furious, turned the old man into stone, a warning to those who would betray a bargain. Hermes herded the stolen cattle all the way to Pylos, in the plains of the Peloponnese. There, he sacrificed 2 of the cows as an offering to the gods of Olympus. Then, he led the rest of the herd into a deep cave, hiding them from all eyes. Inside that shadowy cave, Hermes spotted a turtle. Seizing the opportunity, he took the shell and, using the stretched sinews from one of the cattle, crafted something the world had never seen before, a lyre. The first of its kind. With strings drawn tight over the hollow shell, Hermes had just created music itself. When Apollo returned and found his cattle missing, he followed the traces all the way to Hermes' hidden cave, but the herd was nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, the clever child had already crawled back into his cradle, feigning innocence with wide eyes and sweet lies. Frustrated but unable to prove anything, Apollo turned to Zeus for justice. Upon hearing both sides, Zeus commanded Hermes to confess and return the cattle. At that moment, Hermes pulled out the lyre he had just crafted, from a turtle shell and cow sinews, and began to play. The music was so enchanting that Apollo, mesmerized, offered to forget the entire theft in exchange for the instrument. And so, the lyre, born from trickery and brilliance, became forever linked to Apollo, the god of music and light. But Apollo wasn't Hermes' only victim. The mischievous trickster once stole Poseidon's mighty trident, Zeus's thunderbolt, and even managed to swipe Apollo's bow and arrows a second time. Ares? He lost his sword. No one was safe from Hermes' light fingers. With antics like these, it's no wonder the ancient Greeks came to see him not only as the messenger of the gods, but also as the patron of thieves, a clever guardian for those who live by wit and speed rather than brute strength. Hermes also served as the guide of souls to the underworld. As the divine messenger, he was the only one who could travel freely between all realms, sky, sea, rivers, earth, and even the shadowy lands of the dead, without ever being stopped or challenged. Recognizing this unique gift, Zeus entrusted Hermes with the solemn task of leading the souls of the departed to the gates of the underworld, where they would be passed into the care of the silent ferryman, Charon, to cross the dark waters of the river Styx. Though Hermes was not entirely pleased with this duty, he accepted it nonetheless. In ancient times, when someone passed away, people would often say, "Hermes has come to take their soul." In his hand, Hermes carried a staff of mysterious power, one that could lull both mortals and immortals into a deep, death-like sleep, or awaken even the most dream-locked mind. It was a symbol of balance between realms, between silence and voice, between sleep and return. Not long after slipping from his cradle, Hermes began wandering far and wide, learning every hidden path and secret trail. His memory was so extraordinary that Zeus himself took notice. Not wanting such a gift to go to waste, Zeus appointed Hermes as the official messenger of the gods, sharing this sacred duty with the rainbow maiden, Iris. With winged sandals on his feet, Hermes traveled across realms, delivering both good news and grim tidings to gods and mortals alike. For this, the ancient Greeks believed he was the protector of messengers and couriers. He was often depicted wearing a winged cap and a flowing cloak, forever in motion, forever carrying the words of the heavens. Hermes also carried the sacred duty of protecting travelers on long, uncertain journeys. He was believed to whisper directions at crossroads, reveal hidden shortcuts, and guide weary souls away from danger. Whether it was a winding mountain path or the threat of roadside thieves and pirates, Hermes watched over those who wandered, ensuring their steps found safe ground. Hermes was also revered as the guardian of merchants and trade. In ancient Greek belief, he was credited with inventing systems of weights and measures, tools that brought fairness and clarity to the bustling world of commerce. Thanks to him, traders could barter and exchange goods with trust and ease. For this reason, merchants often prayed to Hermes, seeking his favor for honest deals and prosperous ventures. In ancient Greece, stone pillars called Hermes were placed at crossroads and intersections. These tall markers bore the carved head of a man, believed to represent Hermes himself. In the plains of Attica, travelers would come across one of these pillars every 2,000 steps. Some Hermes even served as memorials for fallen heroes, engraved with messages of gratitude from the people. Occasionally, a Hermes would feature two deities, Hermes and Athena, or perhaps Apollo and Artemis, standing side by side in timeless stone. Hermes was also honored as the protector of athletes. Statues of him stood watch over most gymnasiums, where competitors offered prayers before each test of strength and skill. Beyond roads and arenas, Hermes was credited with inspiring writing, music, and the art of eloquence. To the Greeks, he was not only a messenger, but a spark of culture, a guide through chaos, and a quiet architect of civilization itself. Hermes, ever full of charm, had many beautiful lovers. With the goddess of love, Aphrodite, he fathered Hermaphroditus, a being of dual nature, whose very name is a fusion of both parents. With a woodland nymph, whose name varies across different tales, he became the father of Pan, the wild god of mountains, meadows, and untamed nature. Some of Hermes' children were half mortal, yet inherited their father's cunning. Autolycus, a master thief, was said to be so skilled he once caused Heracles to be wrongly accused of cattle theft. Then there was Myrtilus, a gifted charioteer who was betrayed and killed by Pelops, cursing the entire house of Pelops with his dying breath. Hermes has shown us that even a figure from the heavens can be playful, cunning, and brilliant, thriving in roles that seem worlds apart. From a clever cattle thief to the trusted messenger of Olympus, from the patron of merchants to the silent guide of lost travelers, Hermes moves effortlessly between shadows and light. His wit, loyalty, and boundless mobility make him the quiet conductor of countless myths. We hope this journey has helped you better understand the Greek version of Mercury, and feel the irresistible charm of the winged messenger himself. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue exploring the endless world of mythology with us.